Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. That sounds a bit official, doesn't it? So, good afternoon, guys. So, I'm currently astride the new for 2018 BMW R1250 GS Rally. So, my bike's in for some new tyres, and so I thought I'd ask for a test ride on the new 1250 because I've had a few people ask me my thoughts between the two bikes. My bike being the R1200 GS Rally and versus this one. So if you know the bike, you'll know that BMW have increased the CCs. So I think my engine's, I'm pretty sure my engine's 1170, and BMW have increased the CCs and added something pretty much similar to the Honda VTEC system to the engine. So first things first, when you get on the bike, I'm going to head to Looe by the way, when you get on the bike it feels just like getting on mine. The difference being my handlebars are rotated forwards just to make it a little bit easier for riding off-road. My handlebars are rotated forward just to make it easier for riding off-roads, so it's getting that position. And because I've got different mirrors on my bike, they feel really close to me with the handlebars rotated forward and the mirrors. It's got the same auto blipper, same riding position. This one, however, and I'm going to put it down to the fact that this has got no crash protection on it, whereas I've got lower engine bars, upper crash protection. I've also got pannier racks, stainless steel pannier racks on the back, and what else? I've also got the engine bar reinforcing bars, which all add to the weight of the bike. This has got the standard GS seat. Mine's got the rally seat, so my bike feels taller and heavier than this. Like I say, I put the difference in weight down to the fact that I've got all that engine protection just for those days that I decide to take it off-road. Which at this time of year with all the mud, call me a wuss, call me what you want. Call me what you want, baby! I don't care, but I'm not riding a 250 kilo motorbike off-road in the mud. I don't mind riding the gravel tracks, sand and stuff like that, but they get a little bit difficult to ride for my skills in the mud. Anyway, I digress. So the 1250, like I say, the familiarities of my bike makes it easier to just jump on and compare like for like. The first thing that you notice that the engine sounds different. Yeah, the engine sounds different, and it basically goes different. It doesn't feel like I'm riding a GS. Yes, it doesn't feel like the same agricultural, and I hate saying that about my bike, but it is quite an agricultural engine. It does sound like a tractor at times. This one doesn't. It's definitely more eager. Definitely more eager. And I'm not going to use the word sports bike like, because it's not. But it's keener than my bike and all the revs that I've been riding at so far. Because the handlebars are tilted forwards, it does feel a little bit. I'm gonna cringe when I say this. A little bit sportier to ride. Because it's lighter, it feels a little bit sportier to ride. It's not an S1000 XR. It's not Panigale. It's not an S1000 RR, and it's not a Ducati Multistrada. It's none of those. It's BMW GS. It just feels like it's had a little bit of youth injected into the motor. I'm running road tyres. This is running road tyres, which makes it makes for a quieter ride than my bike. My bike is noisy as hell because I've got those Karoos on, which, like I say, my bike is in for new tyres today, and I'll do a review on the new version of the tyres that I'll be running because I've gone for something different. So this bike does feel perkier. It's like it's been to the gym and it's focused on get up and go rather than losing weight. So would I have one over mine? It's too early to tell. Do I need one of these over mine? Well, we all like a new motorbike, don't we? We all like to spend money on motorbikes. So I'd be lying if buying a new motorbike was ever far away out of my mindset. However, do I need to swap my bike for this? Let's have a little think. So it feels the same, pretty much looks the same, it goes better. Do I need a faster GS? No, I don't. It's nice that it does go faster though. Shame about all this traffic. This is no, it's not. It's November. I need to say December. It's November and it's still busy on this road. It's a brilliant road in the dry. It's a little bit greasy today. I got my drone in a rucksack on my back, and I'm not going to get that bad boy out. I'm a little bit scared of it raining. But it'd be nice to get some photos of it with the drone, but hey ho. So can you feel the engine working? And you've probably read the press, you've probably read the motorcycle magazines and the papers. No, you can't. You can't feel that change. You can't feel that change in anything. It's just, it is seamless, and you don't know that it's there. You just know that you've got a bike that revs faster, pulls harder. So at the end of the day, we don't really want to feel the engine stepping up in tune, really, do we? Because we don't want any surprises, because then the thing is like it's like a two-stroke, isn't it? So you're either in the power band or you're not, and you don't want to be halfway in and then you're going around a corner and then you just give it a little bit and you're in the power band and then you're like, whoa! Or you sort of get your gear change wrong, you're out the power band. You don't want any of those surprises while you're riding on the road. You just want your bike to do what it needs to do without it letting you know exactly what it's doing. One of the things about riding a GS is like it's so stable. So stable on the brakes. For such a big bike as well, they are pretty nimble. Like I say, I'm not going to use it's not a sports bike, but something that's bloody as heavy as it is, 247 kilos. It's got a big heavy shaft drive. They are nimble and quick for what it is, and they'll embarrass a sports bike in the right hands, because a sports bike there's just so much power you can't really use it. So whereas this thing, like I say, it's such an easy bike to ride and an easy bike to ride quick. And a lot of people would say the seat's not very comfortable, and I'm going to say my rally seat is not brilliant. My S1000, when I had the S1000 RR, I would say that was better comfort, all day comfort, than the rally seat. This is quite alright because it's quite, like I say, it's the original seat, but I haven't done a full day's touring on this, so I couldn't give you an answer. So much dirt on my visor, so I'm having to ride with my clear visor up and my drop down visor down. So fourth gear, it just picks up where my bike would just be a little bit tractory from fourth gear, low rev struggling with my words today. Some people would say, bloody hell, Mark's struggling to talk. Anyway, so yeah, my bike would struggle to pull off fourth gear roll-ons at low revs, whereas this is a little bit, just pick up the revs quite quicker. So it does, like I say, and I've said it a few times, it does rev quicker. And when you're considering it the size of the pistons, that's quite a feat really. So this bike is fitted with the TFT colour screen, and it's beautiful to look at. It's well, look at it. It's full colour. Tells you how fast you're going in big, massive white letters, and you can change the screen settings while you're on the. It's on the handlebar, just down on my left hand. I'm not going to lie. I'm not a massive fan of these TFT dashes. On something like a GS, on a race bike where you want to know your revs, etc., etc., makes perfect sense. However, I'm happy with my analog dash on my old school GS, and I've got the sat nav, which sits here on mine, so that can give me the info that the TFT will give me. I know you can Bluetooth your phone into the TFT screen and use that as your sat nav. But again, I'd rather be old school and have my sat nav sat here, because there's a mounting place for it. Might as well use it. Yeah, got my sat nav sat there and analog speedo. I'm old school like that. What can I say? So if you're ever down here, guys, Martin's Dairy does amazing Belgian buns. Amazing Belgian buns. I've actually rode to Looe before from Barnstable, where I live, just to go there for a Belgian bun. Plus the roads down to this part of the world are nice. So in the summer, this place is a nightmare. What is that van doing? Is he going? It's green for go, mate. Yeah, this is just where I'm riding here. This is road, obviously. People everywhere, and they will not move out your way. So it's a bit of a squeeze fest. Cheers, thank you. Heated grips, they are hotter than the sun. I've had it on the lowest setting, and the lowest setting is like toasty. Thank you very much. Toasty warm, and setting 2, as in the hot setting, is ridiculous. You get blisters on your hand that are that hot. I'm going to see if I can get over, have a look at the sea. See if I can see the sea. Although the traffic warden might not like it. Oh, I should have gone that way. Too late, I'm committed to going this way, so we can't go that way, guys. The river here is super fast when it comes in. In the summer, it's clear as you like, and you can see all the way down onto the bottom. So Looe, popular for holiday destination, popular for crabbing, family crabbing. They have a festival in the summer, can't remember what it's called, but they have loads of live music and stuff like that. Looe Fest or something. So this is my little tour of Looe, just in a little loop. Like I say, it's traffic light control. In the summer it's a nightmare with cars trying to get through, because they'll jump the red lights and they'll just be in your way. Bloody car drivers. So it just feels so much lighter than my bike. I mean, once you've got a GS moving anyway, they hide their girth pretty well. might do is I'll go over the bridge, turn left. Yeah, over the bridge, turn left. And then there's a little area facing Looe Island. Yeah, there's a little area facing Looe Island. Might be able to get off the bike and have a little look-see. It's too windy to get the drone out. And as we all know, I'm not very good with drones. So guys, I'll park a little bit weird. Pop it in neutral. Get off. So guys, so the 2018 R1250 GS Rally in the white pretty much looks the same as the outgoing version, except for we've got gold rims, which at first I wasn't keen on. I took an 850 out for a test. Wasn't too keen on the rims on that, but they look good on this. I love spoke wheels, just love spoke wheels. So yeah, visually it pretty much looks the same. It looks like the exhaust, not the exhaust, the trying to do a motorbike review here and there's just dog walkers everywhere. So the radiator guards, these aluminium things stick out further or stick further forward than my bike, so or they, at least they look like they do. So it makes the bike look really front heavy, if that makes sense, and that makes the beak look longer, again with the black thing, the black extender on the front. It's pretty much the same bike to sit on, guys. It feels the same as mine, apart from the handlebar thing that I mentioned earlier. It looks the same pretty much, and really it's just the engine that's different. The cylinder heads actually look better visually for me than mine. A little bit of difference in the plastics and stuff like that. So ShiftCam technology, I'm going to try not to get run over. I do love the engine in black. Again, it'd be a pain in the arse to keep everything clean. Black, I love black, however it shows all the scratches. My shaft drive being black shows all the scratches. But guys, like I say, it's super easy bike to ride. Would I trade my bike in for this? If money was no object and I was in the market for another GS, maybe. However, at the moment for me, it's interesting that they've got the rubber things on their forks. I might ask the dealer about that when I get back, because my bike, unless they fixed the problem, my bike they put the collars around it because they had that separation problem. Maybe they've fixed it with these ones. But like I say, it's super easy to ride. You can't feel the ShiftCam working, guys, apart from the fact that it revs quicker. It wants to go a little bit quicker. It's so easy to take off the stand. I've been doing all this rabbiting about the bike, and I haven't really mentioned that that's Looe Island over there, guys. If you're down in Looe, you can do a little boat trip. Look at that, that's amazing. I'm gonna have to switch that off again. So, and then watch it go through its startup process, which is pretty cool. So this bike feels so much lower than my bike. It feels lighter than my bike, but I'm going to put that down to all the metalwork that I've had added to my bike just for crash protection. Time is it? 2 o'clock. Yeah, Looe Island. Yeah, if you're down in Looe, you can get yourself a little boat trip over to there. Go around the island. You can get on a glass bottom boat and see the fishes, see the starfish and stuff, and little crabs scuttling around. I took my kids down here and they loved it. So if you got kids and you're down this way, so this bike feels so, I keep going on about it, it feels so much lighter than my bike. And I'm just going to put that down to the fact that It is all metalwork. So definitely revs quicker than my bike. What road am I'm in? Dynamic, which is, oh, I always ride it. So yeah, I always have my bike in dynamic, apart from when I'm off-roading. Yeah, if it wasn't so windy, I'd get, look at the sea's a little bit choppy. It's bloody. That looks like there's a sunken boat out there. Let's get this in neutral. So line of sight, straight on, there's like masts, and I don't know what that is. It looks, I'm sure if it was, I can't tell. I'll have to come here when the tide's lower. But it does look like there's a little boat sunk in the on the beach, stranded, shipwrecked. So I'm going to head back. Let's get this on cruise control so I can talk with my right hand. I'm going to head back that way along the coast, back into Plymouth, because there are nice roads that way, and hopefully my bike's got the tyres fitted. But yeah, ShiftCam, you can't feel it working. So BMW engineers, their boffins, have got it figured out. It has that little, my bike does that, it's like a metallic rattle, and I thought it was maybe the upper engine bars just rattling or vibrating, and this does the same. So it's definitely a bike thing, it's not an engine bar thing. So this thing, it's just more pokier than mine. So yeah, I'm going to head back around the coast towards Plymouth. We'll get on the ferry at Tor Point. Get on the ferry at Tor Point, and we'll have another little look at it. The road down to Tor Point is a nice little road actually. Oh Jesus, bless you, should be 810. I'm going to be turning right. Yeah, if you've never been down to Looe and you're down this way, give me a shout. We could go out for a ride if you wanted. Go for a cup of tea, show you the sights. Had a bit of wheel spin there. So this is a nice road, busy in the summer, dirty as hell in the winter, bits of tree debris, etc. However, still, if you ride it sensibly, you can still get some fun. And that's what motorcycling's about, isn't it, guys? Enjoying yourself, not trying to beat the GP clock. maybe this is what my bike would feel like if I put an aftermarket system on it, like an Acropervic, and then had it mapped. So, because this thing does have some get up and go, you can definitely feel the increase in power, but you can't feel it working on the ShiftCam, like I say. So the Rally, this has obviously got all the Farkles. It's got the Gear Shift Pro, or Auto Blipper as we would normally call them. It's got the ABS, as you would expect. At the beginning, it's so stable. These things are so stable on the brakes. I just love clutchless down changes. It's a big chunk of a bike, and it's just whipping around these corners. It's definitely more powerful. Please stay there, please stay there. Please stay there. Don't trust people at T-junctions. Even though I'm on a big chunk of a white bike, wearing all the day glow in the world, it's definitely so much more eager. To make GS's lighter, they need to shave off 50 kilos. That's a massive ask when you consider most sports bikes are around about 200k, unless you're spending crazy money. Awesome corner. What would I call that diesel? Fucking hell. Excuse my French. I was going to say this is an awesome corner in the dry until I got distracted. Both of these corners. However, all that diesel was a little bit of a distraction. If you've never rode a GS and you're thinking about getting a GS, I think you would like this. if you've got a newish GS, I'm talking 2016, 2017 and early 2018, then I think the bikes that you've got are worth keeping. But if you just want that little extra, just that little bit extra, because like this is not obviously evolution like when the BMW created the S1000RR. This is just evolution. Did I say evolution the first time? This is not evolution. This is an evolution of, not a revolution. And it's worth having a go on, guys. It's definitely worth having a go on and then letting yourself have that dilemma. All I can smell is wild garlic. Yeah, it's definitely worth booking yourself a test ride if you're just contemplating a new bike and the GS is in your on your radar. So I don't think you'd be disappointed with this bike, guys. So heading down into Tor Point, and I'm hoping there's no delays, because I'm starving, to be honest. There's a popo. Yeah, I'm starving, and I want to get some lunch. It'll be a late lunch. It's 2:26. So I've been on this bike just over an hour and a half. About an hour and a half. $36 miles to without a gas. So with this bike, this version of the GS, BMW ditched the Brembos, didn't they? And they opted for some, I do believe they're made in the US of A. They're branded BMW, and they're pretty good brakes. It's like, they don't feel any different to the Brembos, to be honest. Still feel like they got the same stopping power. Still feel the same on the lever. Yeah, they still feel the same on the lever. They feel like they still feel the same as the Brembos. I just heard that BMW changed them because they're probably cheaper. At the end of the day, if they do the same job for less money, why would you pay more? So, would I have one of these? If my bike was older than 2 years old, 18 months old, yes, I would have one. However, I need to get a grip. I need to get a grip of my spending. So this would be a good bike to have. Little SOS thing, just in case. Don't know how that works. So it'd be a good bike to have. You'd have loads of fun on it, off-road, on-road. It looks the same as mine. The panels are slightly different. Obviously the paint job's different. But that engine is I'm actually surprised it feels so different. 50, I think it's 80 something, it's cubes, it's like cc's more. However, it feels so much pokier. I might switch the bad boy off. This is a good bike. It's a step forwards. Definitely a step forwards. So I'm going to sign off. Yeah, I'm going to sign off before the battery runs out. And but yeah, definitely, if you're after a new GS, guys, this is definitely the one.